Hello, good evening. We're going to do Sky's SRT analysis. And first thing is I always look at the abnormals sheet, but you were probably sent another sheet that has all of the individual frequencies that we run, which is great, but I just break it down to the abnormals so then I can just see, how many abnormals we have. The second thing is that the bottom of each page, you'll see this grid. So balance runs between -20 and 20. So anything above 20 would be acutely stressed. And acute stress means that I'm adjusting, but there's a caution light, even though it's red and it's not stop, but a caution light that says, okay, my body's dealing with this, and it's possible that it could go into chronic range, which would be anything below -20. So you see it moves this way. So if we look at skies here, we can see, we start at the top, we got mostly pinks and blues. So we're kind of 50-50 almost. And the number that we had total, which you see quite a few, which is not a bad thing. We see 96 out of the 145 that's stressed. And you see a lot of these pinks we're not so worried about because he's adjusting. But the one question they had was right up here at number 48 is vaccines. It was on the acute stress side. So I'd use caution with vaccine right now. I'd make sure he's on his drops for at least 3 weeks before vaccination. And but tighter for distemper and parvo if you can. That would be best. Rabies, of course, we have to vaccinate when we do have the thimerosal-free vaccine. And of course, Bordetella is very non-reactive as an oral vaccination, so not too worried about that. But vaccines did show up. As we come up into some of the chronics here, skeletal. Down a little further, we see endogenous enzymes. So those are going to be enzymes outside of the digestive tract. And yes, that was what that was. And another muscle skeletal here. You see more muscles. So this is growth and development. Usually there's 1-year-old dogs, very active. You'll see muscles show up. And so we saw a lot of that. Quadratus femoris, quadratus plantae, these are back leg muscles. And then we get into skin a little bit right here. So that was what the majority of it was. We see a few of these others. If you have an interest, let me know specifically what you want to talk about. Because when you see this many, it's pretty hard to go over them individually. Oddly enough, we did see emotion show up, but it's more on the acute stress side, which, but like I say, any one of these we can certainly talk about. The drops that Sky's going to take is going to reset all of these. So we will never be able to go back into this particular file and compare it to new files and the new tests in the future, because it's an individual test, and it's going to clear this data from the body and allow healing to take place. But there can be, as the body ages and goes through life, there's going to be more stressors that may come up. But take your time, read through it. It's interesting. But if there's individual ones here you want me to talk about more in depth, certainly shoot me an email at riversidemchenry@gmail.com and get those answered for you. Thank you.